한국 시간으로 4월 10일 샌프란시스코 자이언츠 클럽하우스에서의 일이었습니다. 이정후 선수는 그날 홈런을 제외한 3안타 경기를 치르고 기분 좋게 연패를 끊은 다음 뉴욕을 향하는 상황이었죠. 경기 후 클럽하우스에서 한국 취재진과 인터뷰를 가질 때 이정후 선수는 살면서 뉴욕은 처음 가본다며 기대감을 드러냈습니다. 그때 MK스포츠 김재호 기자가 양키스타디움의 우중간이 짧아서 좌타자한테 유리한 구장이라 이정후 선수가 마음에 들어할 것 같다고 말했는데요.
스타디움이 우중간이 짧아요. 좌타자한테 좀 유리한 구장이라서 많이 마음에 들어할 것 같아요.
아 그래요? 프리배팅 때 한번 느껴보겠습니다.
이정후 선수는 4월 12일 오라클 파크와 달리 우중간이 비교적 짧은 양키스타디움에서 포구를 가르는 3점 홈런을 터뜨리며 팀 승리에 힘을 보탰습니다. 그리고 4월 14일 3번 중견수로 선발 출전해서 이정후는 양키스의 선발투수 카를로스 로던을 상대로 4회와 6회 연타석 홈런을 날리며 팀의 5득점 가운데 혼자 4타점을 올려 팀 승리의 공신이 됐습니다. 6회 홈런은 1대3 스코어에서 역전 5월 3런 홈런이라 더 의미가 컸습니다. 카를로스 로던이 좌타자에게 홈런 2방을 허용한 건 이정후 선수가 처음이었습니다. 이정후 선수의 엄청난 활약으로 인해 미국 현지 매체들이 이정후 선수를 집중 조명하고 있습니다. 그렇다면 이정후 선수가 올 시즌 공격과 주루 수비 부문에서 눈에 띄는 활약을 펼치고 있는 이유를 알고 싶었습니다. 샌프란시스코에 있는 동안 부상에서 복귀한 이정후 선수와 스프링 트레이닝 캠프에서부터 함께했던 3명의 코치들을 만나 인터뷰를 진행했었는데요. 이정후 선수는 인터뷰할 때마다 종종 이들 코치들에 대한 고마움을 드러낸 적이 있었죠.
그리고 경기 첫 번째, 두 번째 타석 쳤을 때 타이밍은 맞았는데 핀 맞는 플라이도 나오고 해서 타격 코치 경기 중간에 조금 피드백 준 게 있는데 그러니까 조금만 더 이제 눌러서 치는 느낌으로 쳐말했는데 그 세 번째 타석부터 이렇게 들어가니까 좋은 타이밍이었어요. 고맙다고 하고 싶습니다.
네이먼 마이너 타격 코치와 마크 할버그 주루 코치 그리고 수비를 맡고 있는 라이언 크리스텐스 코치에게 이정후 선수와 관련된 이야기를 직접 들어봤습니다.
Oh, it's been great with 이정후를. He's awesome to work with. With Pat and Oscar, we really try to help him, make that adjustment coming over here and being his second year here in the major leagues. So really trying to get him to be comfortable and be able to get to really handle fastballs, and he's doing a really good job of it. Yeah, with him, the visual with him was, making sure that he kept his posture and stayed on his back leg because he has a unique hitting style. So just to help him from getting crouchy and be able to roll over, just to help him be able to use all fields. So being a little bit taller in his setup for him has really helped. Yes, he kind of felt himself again, be able to get the fastballs and had like 3 doubles. So with him, it's just kind of that visual and that little small adjustments he's able to make as a player. It just depends on the player. So, a lot of it is the mentality, but some of it is mechanical. But just seeing where the player, what he feels and what he would like to work on, and so, like with I정hu was video to show him what he was doing in spring training to now, just small adjustments. He is a very good contact hitter, and he can hit multiple pitches to different areas on the field. So when he's feeling really good, as you can see the last few days, he's using all fields instead of just the pull side. So when he's able to hit balls to left field, left center, and especially with velo, he's in a good spot. Hey, keep working, be yourself.
Yeah, I would like to give him credit for his attention to detail and his ability to practice and prepare for those moments. And then the most important thing is to have the confidence to execute in the game. It's one thing to do it in practice, but then to carry it over into the game in big moments. It really weaponizes and diversifies our offensive portfolio, the way we score runs. So he's such a dynamic player. He's a good hitter. He can bunt. He can steal a base. He's a plus defender, and he practices the right way. So we're really lucky to have him. I think they've been good. I think he's getting good jumps. He's picking good times, and I think he'll continue to get better.
Do you have any know-hows or strategies to steal better?
Not without giving away any secrets.
Okay.
I don't want to put a limitation or ceiling on what he can or cannot do, but I know that he'll have a successful year doing it.
Yeah, he's just, first of all, he's just a joy and a pleasure to work with. I mean, he's very attentive. He does anything that you ask. He wants to get better at all of his aspect of his games, even though he's very good at most of his aspects right now. So, I think he wants to be a little more aggressive and active on the bases this year. So we've been talking a lot about just his steal jumps, what to pay attention to, times to go. He's been doing a good job of that. I think he's 3 for his first 3 this year, so that's good to see. And then in the outfield, he's just a natural. I mean, just a couple little cues here and there, and the guy is, I think he's got a chance to win a Gold Glove. He's phenomenal. Every aspect of bases, I mean, how to get the most out of your secondary lead. Things, little cues to watch for different pitchers to maybe. If a guy is like, usually with the stopwatch, I'll time him how, when a guy moves his leg to when the ball gets at the plate, but sometimes they get into rhythm, so where you can know that the lift is coming, you can get running before the lift even actually happens. So a guy that might be a 1-4 on the watch, if Jungi is paying attention and gets off the block, he can turn him into a 1-6 and increase his chances of being safe. So he's picking up on that stuff. And the other day in Houston, is it Houston? No, it was here against Miller, the first game in Seattle when he stole third. I was in the meeting there. We had this guy looking that he might look twice, but never 3 times. Mixes it up, and the first pitch that he got out there, the guy looked at him twice, looked away for that second time, and Jung-hoo took off, and he was in there easy without a throw. So he's picking this stuff up. I'd love to see him get 20 this year. Yeah, I get nervous. Yeah, I get nervous all the time. Anytime he bangs into the ground or bangs into the wall or has a collision somewhere, I'm obviously going to be a little bit nervous, but he's doing great. He seems to be in great physical condition with the arm. It seems stable, so we're happy with where he's at physically. He's such an important part to this team on an everyday basis that we want him to have some caution, even though it doesn't seem to be in his DNA. He's a very aggressive player, and he wants to play for the team. He wants to make plays for these guys, so you got to appreciate that about the way he goes about his game. Just keep it up, Jung-hoo. He's a joy to work with. We enjoy having him around, seeing his smile. I can't wait till his English becomes better and better just to see his personality, because he seems like a really funny guy, so I'm looking forward to that day.
이정후 선수의 활약에 샌프란시스코 전담 기자들도 한국 취재진에게 키움 히어로즈 시절에 이정후 선수에 대한 궁금증을 드러내고 있었는데요. 그중 밥 멜빈 감독이 선수로 뛸 때부터 취재를 했었고 80년대에는 샌디에고 파드리스를 그리고 88년부터 샌프란시스코 자이언츠를 맡고 있다는 샌프란시스코 스탠다드의 존 쉐이 기자와의 인터뷰도 소개합니다.
Yeah, it's John Shea, baseball writer, San Francisco Standard. I was at the San Francisco Chronicle for 25 years, and I've been covering the Giants since 1988. And I also previously covered the San Diego Padres back in the 80s. But this team since Bob Melvin was a player. He's fun to cover, and I like him because he's so available and accountable and not hiding and not blowing us off, and whether he goes 0 for 4 or 3 for 4, he's a stand-up guy. And that's kind of big in this business because some players will hide and make other people speak on their behalf, but Jung-hoo is always there, and it's great. It seems like he embraces the media, the back and forth, the questions and answers. Of course, Justin, the translator, is very good as well. But it's kind of cool because you look around the stadium and you see so many number 51 jerseys, and Rachel Height is the marketing director for the Giants, and she told me that Jung-hoo jerseys are number 1 in the dugout stores. Verlander, who's going to the Hall of Fame, they have Chapman, they have Webb, they have Bailey, they have Ramos, All-Star last year, but his jersey is number 1. It's pretty compelling and fascinating that this fan base, even though he hasn't been here a long time, is really embracing him. The videos that you see on the Giants website, especially when he took Yastrzemski and Matos to a Korean barbecue late in spring training in Scottsdale. He said that's on the YouTube channel, the Giants YouTube channel, and it's already generating 115,000 views. And more than that, his first home run in San Diego in the first series last season has generated over 1 million views on YouTube. So she also said 1/3 of all those views on YouTube that are Jung-hoo related have come from South Korea. So it's not just folks here, it's folks internationally. Right. So He's quite the popular figure. And I see old men, old women, young boys, young girls wearing those jerseys. The City Connects debuted yesterday, and a lot of 51s out there. It's pretty amazing, but he backs it up. The team lost 2 games in a row. Nobody was hitting. You know, he hit a ball to the gap, very well struck. But then today in the finale, he gets 3 hits and leads the comeback. And I think pitchers love the fact he's out there. I don't know of another outfield combination beyond Yastrzemski and Lee that tracks so many balls down there in Triples Alley. They seem to catch everything, especially Lee, who goes well to his left, well to his right. He goes back to the wall, even though he had the injury off the shoulder last year. He comes in making these sliding catches. He's fun to watch. Well, he's become an all-around player, and he seems like he's doing some things he did in the KBO, which he didn't get a chance to do last year. The numbers weren't great. He was learning new ballparks. And he even said the other day that he's still learning this place offensively and defensively. It's a work in progress. So it'll be really cool to see him in Yankee Stadium, in Philadelphia, you know, in Anaheim on this next trip. I mean, I covered Barry Bonds' entire career. Jeff Kent was an MVP here. Will Clark, Kevin Mitchell. You know, I wrote a book with Willie Mays, Ricky Henderson. So I go back quite a long way, and you know, it's still fun to watch young fellas like that make a mark in the game. The fact that despite the language barrier and the culture difference, they still rely on him so heavily. He's out there in the middle of the field defensively, playing Gold Glove caliber defense, and he's a number 3 hitter. Last year, lead off. This year, Bob Melvin, Buster Posey trusted him as a number 3 hitter, and traditionally, the number 3 hitter is your best hitter. You know, Willie Mays was a 3 hitter, Bonds was a 3 hitter, Babe Ruth was a 3 hitter. And even though some teams consider now their best hitter to be number 2 hitter, that's where Mike Trout, Jeter hit a lot. And I still think that the 3 guy is the most important hitter. He doesn't strike out. He makes great contact. He can spray the ball all over the field. He's not going to hit a lot of home runs, but he's a league leader in doubles, and he leads the team in runs. So he's doing his job, and that's a good reason they're off to a fast start. It's great to see a different vibe and a different mentality and a different approach than we've had the last few years. Now that Buster Posey is here, he's letting these guys be comfortable playing baseball in more of a traditional way, maybe less computer analytics and more just make contact, just move the guy over. Maybe not so much exit velocity and launch angle as much as move him over, move him in, and don't strike out.
이전 휴스턴 애스트로스와의 원정 경기에 갔을 때 샌프란시스코의 레리 베어 구단주와 인터뷰도 진행했었는데요. 친근하고 소탈한 모습으로 선수들과 가깝게 지내고 있는 베어 구단주의 인터뷰도 들어보겠습니다.
We're so excited about the energy Jung-hoo brings. You know, center field is historically a really important position, and not just in the game of baseball, for the San Francisco Giants. Willie Mays played center field. We play at 24 Willie Mays Plaza, and maybe the greatest player ever. So we love that Jung-hoo's the person that's doing what he's doing. Well, I think a big difference is we really, you know, with obviously health, and we knock on wood on that, but also I think that we've got guys in all the different positions going to play every day. Jung-hoo, everyday player. Matt Chapman, everyday player. Willie Adames, everyday player. Very exciting to have like guys. Elliot Ramos has come into his own, you know, sit right next to Jung-hoo in left field. So that's a big difference. Patrick Bailey catching. And I think that's kind of the way you'd like to see it. The fans like that too. So we knock on wood, we got to play the games. We're off to a really good start, and the vibe is good. Everybody feels confident. That's important.